Hello and welcome to My TV Live World Spirit. I'm Roy Fensom and I run this particular broadcast to keep people up to date with the markets and fairs that are going on around town that are in the spiritual and wellness aspects. I also run spiritual and wellness fairs around Adelaide, as well as the Adelaide Psychic Fair. To that end, as you can see there, this is what I do. I do spiritual and wellness fairs and markets around Adelaide. Now, if you are interested or you have a stall that you would like to promote around the city, you can either contact me or you can join us by going to our page at spiritualwellnessadl.org. That's generally a classic way to get onto the page and see what markets are coming up, as well as making sure that the markets are the ones that you're interested in. Excuse me, I do like a good cuppa. So to move on, you can also contact us or look on the Facebook page, which is SWF 2015. That will have the events that are coming up that we are participating in. As I also run a retail and therapeutic business called Moon and Mask, often you will see places that we are going to be, and we'll be discussing a few of those tonight. One of the many things that we cover is local markets, and there's a few new ones coming up around the place, and we'll drop a few names probably later in the broadcast. I have a need to bring a guest on tonight, so I'm going to copy this and try and desperately get in touch with a friend of mine, and hopefully she will be able to come on this evening. And she will tell you about some of the things that she has coming up. Now, there's a few fairs happening this week, to which Moon and Mask is only a part of one of them. But the first one that I want to bring to your attention is in Adelaide, and I'm just going to run a sheet along the bottom there. If you have any questions at any time, you're more than welcome to feel free to ask the questions. So long as they relate to the spiritual health, wellness and local markets, then we'll do our utmost to answer them. And if you need to contact somebody, we may be able to put you in touch with that somebody. The upcoming markets in the next, well, actually in this month, is fairly large. There's one on just about every weekend of this month. I'm not sure about the last weekend, but I know the next few weeks are likely to be busy for markets, and depending on what you're looking for, will depend on the market that you want to go to. Now, the first market I want to bring up is in the city, and I will bring that up there and so that you can see the sign. It's done by Sacred Awakenings, and it's at 230 Flinders Street. Now, I just need desperately to find the, there it is. It's on, well, this is February, this is a bit silly. It's on until March the 15th, but it will be on this weekend. 230 Flinders Street. Now, Saturdays is a twilight, so it's from 4 p.m. until 9 p.m. on the Saturday, and it's from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. on the Sunday. There's generally food available, there's generally coffee available, running up around the 25 to 30 stalls, depending on what size people want. Excuse me again while I have a drink. The last few weeks have seen this running, and a couple of weekends I couldn't do it because the street was closed off for the 500 race. So it's always nice to have that road open. Last weekend was a little bit better, and we're hoping that this weekend they do even better again. The Saturday was a little bit quiet on the twilight. I think that's basically because it's difficult to get a car park in the top end of the city in order to get down and get to these particular markets. Now, what I will do is I will put that up there as the actual site where you would need to find out more about these particular fairs. And if you're interested, you might give them a call or go to the site, and they will give you information as to whether there are still spaces available. There's 2 weeks left, this weekend and next weekend. I put the link in the comments there, so you're more than welcome to tap into that at some point, either now or in the replay. You're more than welcome to send this up to somebody that you think might be interested. I'm sure that they would appreciate it, and I certainly would. The Flinders Street Market, as I said, will only be doing 2 more weeks, so they have everything from psychics. They've had gems and crystals there. They've had incense. They have had a couple of healers who have been there. They've had a woman doing, I can't remember the name of her, I think it's sacred drawings or some such. So they've had a wide variety of stalls in the last few weeks. So it's well worth a look in to see who's going to show up this week. If you happen to be in the centre of the city Saturday evening and down that neck of the woods towards the fringe, feel free to drop in. I'm sure they would love to have you there. And if not, then call in Sunday and make the Sundays even more interesting than they are at the present, because it's just down from Frome Road, so it's not that far. If you're driving down on a Sunday, you can generally get parking down there on a Sunday morning. So call in after 10, make yourself known, talk to the people there. The stall holders are wonderful. It's a pleasure for, I've been down there myself on a couple of occasions, and we will probably be there next weekend. But unfortunately, this weekend we have another fair that we're going to. So please call in and see if you can promote the Flinders Street Fringe Market. We want to try and do this, or get people to go along to this each year during the Fringe and make it an event that people want to go to. But that depends on everybody getting together, telling family and friends, and letting them know that this is happening. So please do so. Now, the next one that we have coming up, I will hide that for the moment, I think. The next one coming up is the Gawler Psychic Fair. Now, I've just got to find the correct icon for that one. There we are. It's going to be at the Jockey Club in Gawler. As you can see from the poster on the other side, it's on the 7th and 8th, which is, again, this weekend. So there's 2 major ones. But if you're out of the city and avoiding the Fringe, then you might want to call in to Gawler. Now, if you're going through Gawler, call into the Jockey Club at the Gawler Racecourse. Normally there's about 60 odd stalls down there, so it's a very large psychic fair. I think it's $5 to get in. Believe me, that's a minimum cost. There is plenty of food to be had down there. There is all sorts of stall holders down there. We will be down there as Moon and Mask, and we'll have Tibetan bowls and crystal bowls and backflow incense and the like, and around a range of about 60 incense there. Now, I know that there's going to be jewelry, there's going to be candles, there's going to be more readers than I can poke a stick at. So if you're interested, call down to Gawler and make sure that you get in reasonably early so that you can get a car park, because they do tend to fill up very quickly, and there's always people coming in and going out, and there's a lot of people who are down there for a couple of hours. So it's not uncommon for people to spend quite a bit of time in the Gawler Psychic Fair. Now, as with the other one, I will attempt to not just put this up as a sign on the broadcast, but also I will put it into the column for the comments, and you're more than welcome to tap onto that link and go and read more about the Gawler Psychic Fair and check out who's going to be there and who's not going to be there and what's going on in that particular area. There's the one that's running it is Sky Noack. So when you contact the Gawler Psychic Fair, it's probably a good idea to see if you can contact Sky if you're interested in having a stall at the Gawler Fair. It's well worth your time, and normally the crowds that go through there are sufficient to bring a lot of attention to that particular thing. And they're coming from all over the Tanunda, Niurupa, Barossa, all that area down on that side, Williston and the like. There'll be people coming from that area back to Gawler, and hopefully there will be people coming from Elizabeth and Andrews Farm and places like that down. So it's a congregation of part city and part country, so to speak. But if you're interested in it, please tap the link, go there and find out what you want about the Gawler Psychic Fair. It's an amazing event. Sometimes on twice a year, but mostly it's once a year. Give yourself some time and effort to be there. I'd like to have Sky on this week to give you a bit of a spiel about it, but unfortunately I know that Sky will probably be very busy and unable to give time to the broadcast at this point. We try as much as we can to get people on that will bring you either new ideas or new courses and workshops that are coming up. And if you're one of these people, you're more than welcome to give us a call or contact us at roy@moonandmask.com.au. I will put that in the text. Ooh, let's see if I can type straight. Got to check. It looks reasonably good. It's difficult when I've got to have two pairs of glasses, one to read and one to look at the screen. So it looks all right, so I'm going to put it up, and if it's wrong, I'll change it. But you're more than welcome to contact me if you have courses coming up, or that you have a new product or something new that you think the public would benefit from knowing about. So long as it's dealing with the areas of spirituality, health, wellness, food, as in vegan, vegetarian, or things that affect health and well-being of everybody. We are quite happy to put just about anybody into the broadcasting aspect. We are hoping that Lisa Richards will possibly contact us. She was supposed to be coming on tonight to explain to us about her upcoming workshops that she's got going. But as of yet, she has not dropped in, but we're hoping that by the end of the show, she will have done so. Now, we will move on to the next fair. I'll just check that out for the moment because I have another one I need to bring in. And this will be pretty much back where the other one was at 230 Flinders Street. And if I can just get the picture up, we can get to it. Here we go. Now, the Adelaide Psychic Fair is on the third weekend, and that's the third full weekend of the month. Sometimes you get like the first on a Sunday or something, and I don't classify that as a full weekend, so it would start from the 8th and 9th and work back 3 from there. So it's the third weekend of the month between here and December. The Adelaide Psychic Fair will be taking part at 230 Flinders Street in the city. Now, I will just put that up there. There we are. The next one is March 21 and 22. That is not this weekend, not the weekend after, but the third weekend. So if you're interested, put it in your diary and come along and see us at the Adelaide Psychic Fair, March 21 and 22. We have at the moment about 20 stalls. There's still a few available, a couple of small ones and I think a couple of larger ones. So if you're interested in having a stall at the Adelaide Psychic Fair, again, contact me on the email address that I have left in the comments. And you would likely be more than welcome to come along and try your luck at the Adelaide Psychic Fair. Now, this is also where you can find the Adelaide Psychic Fair, and that's on Facebook, Market to Market, SA Events. You'll also find one on Facebook Events as well. There's advertising in quite a few places for the Adelaide Psychic Fair. And I think I've got a list of some of the people that are coming. Here we go. We have Heather Grant Johnston, who's doing mandalas, the Oracle Room, who will be doing readings in tarot and the like. Diana Hutchison, who does readings and is an author, so she has a range of books that you can pick up on. Andy Bailey from Mystic Journey, who will be doing crystals and crystal objects. So you're more than welcome to come along and have a look at that. He has a wide range of stuff. BD Kunz is doing aromatherapy products. Sharon Pittman will be there doing tracing spirit. Paul Caperna will be there doing readings. Zana Petku will be there, which is good because she has some organic skincare, vegan, I believe. And there is Sanam, who is doing Namaste Gifts. And I always get the name wrong, Namaste Gifts. I'll leave it there. And they have a wide range of Indian products, Tibetan bowls, Indian bowls, incense. They have like statues and the like to go with it, and table covers and wall hangings, and it's an amazing collection of goods. Olga Singh will be there as a reader. Don't think that Doolan will be there. So we have Lisa Drury, I believe, will be there come March. Naomi Minogue is booked in for some healing. So if you want a massage or Reiki, you can always call in and get some there. We will be there as Moon and Mask. We have the incense and the other products. Chris Fenson, I think, will be there on the Sunday. He does astrology and a bit of other work as well. Debbie Sears will be there doing vegan makeup. And there's also Stairway to Heaven. Now, there's clothing and all sorts going on there. So there's still a few spaces available for that one. So that's something to keep an eye on. I can't tell you who's going to be at Gawler, but there's 3 or 4 that I mentioned that will probably be at Gawler. So that's an aspect to take into consideration. But all of those will be at the Adelaide Psychic Fair come March 21 and 22, and hopefully we'll have a few more. So that's something to consider. That's that one and that one. Lovely. Now there's a couple coming up in April, and I'm going to get to those now, and I won't give it too much clout. I'll just go over a couple of these, and it's the lead up to some of the new and bigger ones around town. I'll bring that down and I'll put this one up. Now for us, the next one is the Spiritual and Wellness Fair. That's at Nuriootpa, April the 11th. 11th. God, I'm having a terrible time tonight. April the 19th. That's from 10 until 4 at the Soldiers Memorial Hall in Nuriootpa. Anybody that's in the Tanunda, Barossa, or even further out from Nuriootpa, you're more than welcome to come along. Even if you're up in Harndorf or anywhere there and you would like to come along and have a look, you are more than welcome. It's a gold coin entry, so that's not going to cost you a small fortune, just a gold coin. And generally this is donated to the Mary Potter Hospice, because we like to support them and the work that they do there. There is going to be a food van, there's coffee vans, there's we have at least 5 readers. We have Moon and Mask will be there again because we're running it, so we have to be there. There's also Matthew Greenwood, and who does American drums and American flutes. That's a little bit different, something to look forward to. There is a head to heart health is coming along, and I'll just have a look and see if there's anything else I've forgotten in that, because seeing as I'm doing, I would like to promote some of the people that's coming. Callista Clarizia will be there doing readings, and Hanneth will be there doing bracelets and stuff. Sonia Bijan, Dawn Clawson will be doing some artwork and readings. She does angel work. Kate Douglas will be doing wellness products, and I've got to take that off because we are still on the Adelaide one, and that's no good to anybody when you think about it. Now I've just got it there. I think that's the one I want. Yes, this is the one we're talking about. And just to keep it even more interesting, there we go. Now we have we've got to Kate Douglas. Lisa Drury will be down there. Leah Gooding, again doing healings. Helen Grant Johnston will be there. Kerry Hart will be doing some readings. Diana Hutchison will be down there. Josephine Mills, if you have, if you're looking for products which are good for the skin, then you should be talking to Josephine Mills. She has a range of products that she herself has designed and has the copyright and all the bits and pieces necessary for it. It's been tested and they are proven products, so talk to Josephine. Sharon Pittman will be there. Lee Seagate will be there doing healings, and if you're really lucky, you could get a bit of a reading while he's doing the healing, which is a good thing in itself. Faye Baldock will be there from Designs by Faye. These are bracelets normally, and she does have some toe chains and a few necklets along the way. So well worth a look in at Faye's. We have Triple J as well. They will be down there, and they will be doing crystals and tumbled stones and the like. So if you're after that and you happen to be down in the Tanunda Nyurupa area on April the 19th, call in and make yourself known. Now, Lucy Butler is going to be there, and she's the one that's doing head to heart healing. This is new. I don't know a lot about it, but I'll put some up on the Spiritual and Wellness page shortly when I get a bit of a bio, so that everybody knows a bit about her. Now, Jenny Greenfield will be there as well. So at the moment we have around about 24 stalls, 24, 25, and we still have room for probably another 5 or 6 stalls, probably bringing up to around the 30, 35 mark, which will be good if we can get it. And that's pretty much the people that are going to be at Nyurupa on April 19. So if you're interested in that market, come along and see us. We would love to have you there. And I'm not sure that I can put up the next one. I'll have to go looking for it, actually. Just give me a second and I'll go looking for the next one. This is only a small one. It has about 30 stalls, but it's well worth the look if you're up around the Greenwith area. Just got to find the right page. There we go. And we have need to get to that. No, not to that. This is what it is to be male. I can't do 2 things at once. So, okay, I'll give you the event page. Now, I can't put up a picture. I don't think I can, at least. Let me have a look at that. Sometimes I put them away and I forget, oh, I've got them. No, not at this point. Okie doke. Put that down for the moment. I'll put the link to the market that's coming up. I'll put up a thing as well. Now, Mother Earth is in April. This is up at Greenwith. So if you're in the Greenwith area or Golden Grove or up around there, call into the Mother Earth market in April. Now, as you can see with the link, it just has events on it, but that will take you to the events page. I don't think I can get to anything else. It's okay. We will shoot up there and see what we've got. Oh, we might be able to. I've just got to go into there and save the image, and then we will put it there, I think. And that will get us back to what I want, and I can bring you a copy of that picture now. And this will give you, you'll know you're on the right site when you see the picture. Now we're getting somewhere. And this is one that's coming up in April. So if you see that one, Sunday, 5th of April, 2020, at the Greenwith Community Centre. I'm trying to think who's running this one. Terrible. I will get that information probably by next week. And we'll see if we can get them on to do a bit of blurb about the market before it actually hits the 5th of April. So that'll be probably next week, I would think, would be a good one. We'll see if we can get them. Turn that off. And I will just turn that one on again while I have a chat. This is coming up on April 5. So this is one that Moon and Mars, which is me and my wife, will be at. Not on this particular one, but I think we've got another one on that weekend, which is, I'm not sure, but I think that might be the Enlightened. No, that's in May. It's in May. I'm pretty certain we've got something on that weekend. But Mother Earth will be there, and they will have about 20 to 30 stalls. It's right on the edge of the Greenwith Community Oval. So if you've got football and stuff on down there, you're probably more than welcome to call in while the kids are playing football and make yourself known on that one. And if you're interested, please hit the link for the event page there, facebook.com events/102 onwards. That is the one for the Mother Earth Fair. It's coming up. Now, another one I've got to search out that I should have done this week and didn't. And we will get that now. Just to be sure that we're giving them the correct bit of, oh, gee whiz. Be helpful if I type in the correct thing. Now it doesn't want to work. This year, I'm doing this as we go along. There we go, the Body Mind Psychic Expo. Now just press this, and we'll press this, press this. I like doing this. This is fun, but probably should have done it before I did the broadcast. So we will put that up there. And then we come back to the studio again, and we now take this one off, hide this, and we bring up the other one. Now, this is the big one. This is probably one of the bigger ones around Adelaide. Moon and Mars will be down there, and we will be selling our retail aspects down at this one. This is May the 30th and 31st, 2020, of course, at the Wayville Showgrounds. So anybody that's interested in psychic fairs will know about this one. Excuse me. This one's on the way, but 25th anniversary this year. So please keep that in mind. There's a lot of people that I've mentioned tonight who will be at the Body Mind Psychic in May. I think we all look forward to bringing that one along. And there's also the Whole Life later in the year. I'll probably bring that up on about in a few months, because that's one that's at the latter part of May, and the next one I hope that I have a picture of, if I can just check out, because I always seem to miss out on the one picture that I'm looking for. No, again, I've got to go looking for that now. The Body Mind Psychic is only doing a 2-day this year. There's no long weekend, so nothing to be had from that. Then there's a new one well, it's not so much a new fair as they changed space. So I will attempt to, there we go. I think that's the one we want. Yeah. It's a good fair in that it's got free entry this year, and they are doing a twilight as well on the Saturday evening. So it's all day Saturday, and then twilight on the Saturday evening, and then 5 p.m. and well, twilight until 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. And we will move on from the body, mind, psyche. Let me just hide that for a moment and bring up another one. The earlier one is the Enlighten Adelaide, and of course I have lost the picture for that now. There it is. I will open that. Sorry, but I've got to delete pictures before I can bring up other pictures, and sometimes it's a bit of a pain, but there it is, the Enlighten Adelaide. It's on the 2nd and 3rd of May. This one's, it's not that far away. And yeah, there's free entry on that. They're doing the twilight between 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock on the Saturday night. 10 o'clock until 5 o'clock is the normal time. They've got a fringe party, well, not fringe party, a twilight party going on after that until 8 o'clock. And then on the Sunday, they'll be doing 10 o'clock until 5 o'clock again. And they've moved to Partridge Street in Glenelg. So check out that particular site. I will give you the link for that one. And we're still waiting for our friend to tap in, but she has not tapped in yet. We will continue to wait. Right, we were going to put up the link for that. That's that one. There we go. Oh, good Lord, no, that's not what I wanted. Come on, send. There we go. So if you're interested in the Enlighten Adelaide Festival, that is the link to Enlighten Adelaide and the event page. Put it in the diary, 2nd of May down at Glenelg. Tell your friends, spend the day, go around Glenelg, have a bit of a browse, check out Partridge Street, find us, take in the market and the fair, and then we might actually see if we can get Sue on to give us a blurb about that one. That's going to be a very long day, that one. Believe me, that'll be from 10 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. So I will be well and truly worn out by the time that finishes. Now, we put that one up, and I think that's actually, I'm going to change that for next week. There's quite a bit of activity around these markets. If anything else comes up in between now and then, I'll try and bring you a little bit of information on them. We'll hide that and get rid of that for the moment. Now, that's pretty much all of the fairs and markets that that we have been looking at. Now, this isn't all of the markets around Adelaide, of course, but if you're running a psychic market or a wellness market or even a vegan market or something like that, we would love to hear about it. We would like to help you promote it by putting a broadcast out there. And I'm sure that anybody who has been to some of these fairs, you're more than welcome to come on and let us know what you thought of the fairs, whether there's things that they can do to change certain aspects of the fairs. Golden Grove was a classic. We picked up a few ideas from some of the public that let us know what they thought needed to be changed, and we were quite ready to do those changes as well. So they are on the list. So take that under consideration. We do that all the time. If you have a new product or a new workshop that you're putting on, seriously, we would like to promote that on the World Spirit Show as well. So we want to try and have a section where people can put in the particular aspects that they're going to be doing. For argument's sake, when I go to the Enlighten Adelaide this year, I will be doing Reiki, sound healing, and chakra balancing. This is not what I normally do at the markets. So for me, it's taking my therapeutic side of the business and trying to enlarge that. Moon and Mask runs to a great many fairs. On average, we try to do at least 2 a month, and so in some months we do 4 or 5, depending on whether they're single day or dual day fairs or what's going on. There's a couple of fairs that will be coming up later in the year, and as these fairs come up, we will drop them off of the listings and we'll put new ones on the bottom. For argument's sake, at the end of this week, we will no longer be advertising the Gawler fairs because that will have done its bit, and we will be back to advertising the last of the fringe fairs. We may be able to get the organizer of that particular fair on to do a run through and give us a bit of spiel on who's going to be there for the last one. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm going to punch this Celebrate thing because I love this. We've done a lot of shows, and see, 644 days ago we began, and it has been an exciting adventure. We've done 178 broadcasts. As you can see, we've had over 2,000 reactions, 11,000 comments. So it's not unlikely to drop in and say hello. And if you go to the link in there, you will get 30 days free on Be Live if you're interested in that sort of thing. I will also in the future be going back onto my TV Live, and it's hoped that we will be doing more interviews there once a week. Again, that's likely to be in the evening, so we will be publishing this particular broadcasting area as well, but and vice versa. When I'm on this channel, I will be advertising what's coming up on my TV Live. So please join us for those, and we hope to be able to bring you more from some of our people that are out there. I'm sorry we didn't have Lisa on tonight. We did send out a link to her, but unfortunately she has obviously not seen the link, and so I don't think we're going to be able to have Lisa on tonight, because I am likely to finish up shortly, and she has not responded to the message. So we'll have another look. No, it doesn't look like she's actually seen it. Not to worry. Again, we keep trying to bring these people on, and the more people we try to bring on, the more chances we have of actually getting somebody on, which I think is absolutely fantastic. So again, I will remind you that if you have a new product, we are interested in trying to help you broadcast that aspect. And of course, the very picture I'm looking for is not there. I do hate that. Any case, if you have a new product, you are more than welcome to let us know, and we will try and get you on, and you can give us some background on what the product is or the service is, and how this affects people, how it helps them, how it can help the public in general. This while I'm doing interviews so that I don't run out of voice. By the end of the night, it's just about ready to collapse from going into laryngitis. So over the next few weeks, we might see some changes, and hopefully we'll get some new people in and new markets to look at. But up to now, I would say we have pretty much seen everything, and please keep an eye out for the Adelaide Psychic Fair. We will be doing that in 2 weeks, not this week, not the weekend after, but the next weekend after that. So keep that in mind, put it in your calendar, and make sure you come along. Of course, we do have a lovely range of people and products and services there for that particular event. So I am going to pretty much finish up now. I've run through the fairs, run through the markets. I haven't got anybody to chat with, so we will call that a night, I think. Now, as we do with every week, namaste. Have a good weekend. I hope you have a brilliant week. And please pass this on and share with as many people as you can. We want people to know that these markets are on, and we want people to come along and support these markets and the people who are bringing the products to those markets. So enjoy your weekend. I've enjoyed talking with you, and hopefully you'll use the links that are on the page and share with other people. Good night and have a good weekend. I hope to see you next Wednesday evening, 7 o'clock Australian Central Standard Time. Good night from My TV Live, Well Spirit. Oh, I got the wrong pump there too. There we go. That one. Thank you very much. And good night.